Why do some people consistently build wealth in the market while others just keep bleeding money? Are they just getting lucky? Do they have some secret insider tip? Or do they just know a process that you don't? Well, successful investing literally never comes down to luck. It's deeply rooted in knowledge, strict discipline, and a proven, repeatable process.
All right, so let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The investing illusion. 2. A better way to learn. 3. The 8-level roadmap. 4. Managing risk and reality. And finally, 5. Your next steps.
Okay, starting off with Section 1, the investing illusion.
So to really grasp the solution here, we've got to look at the overwhelming problem that just paralyzes so many beginners. Most online information is incredibly flawed. It's incomplete, way too complex, or just hyper-focused on making quick, unrealistic cash. And so beginners fall into these traps. You get hit with information overload. You chase some random stock tip from a total stranger online. Or worse, you end up dropping thousands of rupees on some flashy scam course sold by a guru posing in front of a rented sports car. It's kind of no wonder people feel defeated before they even start, right?
And what's really interesting here is the stark contrast. Look at the old way, it's a trap. It's relying on rumors, social media hype, and that fantasy of getting rich overnight. It's basically gambling, disguised as investing. But the Simplify Wealth way, that is all about building genuine knowledge, locking in discipline, and developing analytical skills that will literally serve you for a lifetime. The goal isn't to double your money by next Tuesday. It's to make confident, informed decisions for the long haul.
Moving on to Section 2, a better way to learn.
Now, seeing people fall into those traps is exactly why this course was built. Check out this quote. It's the core mission of Simplify Wealth. Knowledge should be accessible to everyone to provide high-quality, practical stock market education that absolutely anyone can access no matter their background. So, no more paywalls. It's about tearing down that financial gatekeeping so anyone with a Wi-Fi connection can learn how to secure their future.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 8-level roadmap.
So how do we actually build this knowledge? Well, this isn't just a random playlist of videos. It's a carefully constructed blueprint, the architect framework, where every single lesson builds on the last one. Think of it like building a house. First, you pour the concrete with level 1, foundation. You learn the market language and how exchanges actually work. But a foundation isn't enough without a solid structure. That's level 2, investor mindset. You have to master your own psychology, your emotional control, before you can master the market. Once your mind is right, you frame the house in level 3, fundamental analysis. You're looking under the hood of a company, reading the financial statements. And finally, for the exterior, level 4 is technical analysis. Timing is absolutely crucial here. You learn chart reading, volume, and exactly when to enter and exit. Okay, let's move along and see how this builds further. Once the house is up, we hit level 5, portfolio building. Just picking a few good stocks isn't the whole picture. You need to diversify and allocate capital properly. But then we get to the absolute secret weapon of this entire roadmap, level 6, risk management. Amateurs focus on what they can make, right? Professionals focus on what they can protect. You learn position sizing and stop losses to avoid wiping out your account. Then, level 7 is the practical market system. This takes all that theory and turns it into a real-world, actionable framework you can actually use when the market is live and totally chaotic. Finally, level 8 caps it off with advanced strategies, giving you pro-level mastery for any market condition.
All right, Section 4, managing risk and reality. Now, as awesome as all that sounds, we do need a reality check. There are no guaranteed profits, period. The source material is crystal clear on this. If anyone guarantees you'll make money in the market, run the other way, fast. This roadmap is absolutely not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term skill. It's about teaching you the decision-making processes to become a calculated, smart investor over time.
Because real success isn't a crystal ball predicting the future. Professional traders survive by sticking strictly to 4 continuous habits. Step 1, continuous learning, because the market is always changing. Step 2, discipline. You gotta stick to your system, especially when your emotions are screaming at you not to. Step 3 is patience. Let compounding do its magic instead of forcing weird trades. And step 4, managing risk. Adhere to these 4 habits and you avoid the fatal mistakes that wipe out so many beginners.
And finally, Section 5, your next steps. So, we've broken down the whole shebang, the illusions, the 8-level roadmap, the harsh reality of risk. Now, how do you actually get started today?
Well, since this whole massive course is completely free, subscribe to the channel, like the content as you go through it, and most importantly, share it with friends and family. Honestly, by sharing it, you're helping pull someone else out of that investing illusion and giving them a shot at real financial literacy.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. No matter where you are right now, remember that every single successful investor out there was once just a confused beginner staring at a screen. There's no magic involved. They just made the choice to learn the process. The entire roadmap is sitting right in front of you, totally free. So what's your first move going to be? Grab a notebook, stay curious, and start building your financial knowledge one lesson at a time. Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.